Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we've got the finals of the team versus team event sponsored by Team Oliver Racing, hosted by Next Gen, chatted over by yours truly, Darksmoka. So yeah, final round tonight, round 10, live from Lago, Maggiore. 2 races for you guys tonight, 10 laps for race 1 and 16 laps for race 2. I do like this track myself. I believe quali has already started. Yep, all the guys out on track. So finals, another season for Next Gen Racing coming to a close. We've got race of winners coming up on the 22nd. So that's the winners and the runners up of each league. They get entered into a race, so keep an eye out for that, 22nd of July. So yeah, qualifying started. Let's just have a look who's in the room. Pop, half 46, Chrissy Raz, good to see Chrissy back, Silver Carter, MRC Bobby, Jambu, Purzels back this week as well, Philo, RV Motorsport, Chrome Dix and Dangly Balls as well. So 11 drivers tonight, good. Should make for some good racing tonight. Let's get ourselves on track. Start my own stream so I can see if anyone's chatting. Right. Anyone put any hot ones in yet? Not yet. Purzel Phasma now on track. What's rolling on? Some racing soft at the minute. Shampoo in the other Burgart livery Ferrari right behind him. Nice track this one, if you get it right. Motorsports picked up a penalty already. So 15 minutes for quali. And 2 races. We've got a 10 lapper for race 1. Good to that tight there, Chrome Dix. 10 lapper for race 1, and then we jump into a 16 lap first grid race for race 2. Also behind him, cutting a lot of that track there, kicking up some dirt. So Dangly Balls, not here last week. That was Chrissy Raz. 46 back on track as well, good. 46 and Potter, the 2 BMW drivers. 3.6. Fighting it out in quali. Potter getting a good toe down there. Just got to be careful he doesn't get in Pav's way now. Pav getting a toe down this next bit of track. He's got a little bit wide, just to not smash into the back of Potter there. Chrissy Raz picked up damage in quali. Silver Carter going for a little bit of off-track action as well. So we should start to see the first of the hot lappers then. Philo putting in a 1:54.0, then taking current pole position. So around on some racing softs at the minute. Potts just pipped him though, half a second quicker, 53.5. So Philo pushed down into second though, but we have only just started this qualifying session. Purzel third, 1:54.7. Ferrari's again sounding good. Pav 46 in fourth, then 1:55 dead for Pav. Dangly Balls fifth, 1:55.2. 6, 1:55.3. RV Motorsport for the CRT team, 1:56.5. There are 4 different sim racing groups in this. We've got MRC, we've got Next Gen, we've got CRT and SimFX as well. You can see RV Motorsport rocking the CRT logo down the side of his car. Season also been sponsored by Team Oliver Racing. So a big shout out to Stu and Michael for that. So I've got Excite Energy Drinks as sponsors. David Appleby Engineering. We've got Thrustmaster, we've got GT Omega, and Joyce Designs as well. So a few guys chuck in there, wait behind this league. It is a popular league. Someone off track in the background. Let's have a look around and see who's where. Potter and Pot still holding that top spot. Just coming around these last couple of corners. Philo still second. Purcell's still third. Having fourth and Dagley fifth. Jambu now sixth, getting a fresh set of boots on. He's holding a bit of damage on that car as well. There now. Someone's got it wrong somewhere. RV Motorsport 7, 156.5. Oh, Silver Carter off track then. Trying to take far too much speed into that section. So currently sitting in 8th with a 157.3. Crowdick's 9th. So his fastest is a 158.5. Not actually showing up as a blue lap there, so possibly penalty. Some off track action. Chrissy Raz 10th. Yet to put a Stormer in. Again, we did see a bit of damage on Chrissy's car. She's had to come in the pit to get that repaired. So MRC Bobby at the back of the pack at the minute. Yet to put a hot one in. Thank you, Darksmoka. Look at that, Bob, man. Cheers, dude. Oh, that's put a great big smile on my face. MRC Bobby, you star. That's it. Bob's getting all the coverage tonight. Love you, Bob. He's probably left the lobby and gone to put on another livery now. So, nobody able to get anywhere close to Potter's time at the minute. He's still got half a second gap over his closest rival, Philo. Philo is now out the pit on a fresh set of tyres. Halfway through qualifying. Philo does like to leave until the end to do a bit of a stormer. So keep an eye on Philo. Driving for Team Simifex in the AMG Mercedes. I do like this car myself. It's a heavy old beast, but yeah, she performs well. Pav 46 got a little bit quicker. He's on a 154.3 then, chucked himself into third. Crowdick's also gone quicker. He's put in a 154.6. Chucked himself into fourth position then. Pushing Purcell and everyone else down a couple of spots. 154.7 still for Purcell. Dagley Balls again pushed down a spot, 155.2. Still unable to beat the 155.3. Some points in a second, being as we're halfway through quali. RV Motorsport almost running it off track. So Silver Carter 157.3 then for Silver. Chrissy Vaz on a 202.1. Looking a little bit quicker this lap. Just see what she's got. Pull up some points. So it was tied between Jambu and Potter and Pot last week. Chrissy Raz putting in a 155.1 then, so that puts her from 10th to 6th. Almost getting it off track in that first turn. So points wise, yes, it was joint between Potter Pot and Jambu last week. Jambu unfortunately not having a great week last week. Potter Pot on the other hand gaining quite a few points, so that puts him at the top of the championship at the minute. He's on 315 points. We've got Jambu in second then on 297, so still quite a lot to play for. 2 races tonight. MRC Bobby in third, he's putting a 267 points. In fourth we've got Pav 46. He's in Mercedes and 208 points. RV Motorsport in fifth, also driving Mercedes, 168 for RV. Crowdick's in sixth, he's got 151 points, not far off him on 147 points. In seventh is CNR Philo. MRC Buddy in eighth, no Buddy tonight by the look of it either. So Buddy's on 138 points. Diablo in 9th. Looks like Diablo's forgotten to set his alarm as well. No, he's on 137 points. Perzel in 10th. 134 points. So if we just drop ourselves to the look at another driver. Just changing his camera angle because he's got bored with RV Motorsports for a second while we just go through this bottom half of the table. Silver Carter 11th then, he's on 132 points. Dangly Balls in 12th, he's on 114 points. Chrissy Raz 13th, it's not been a great season for Chrissy, she's picked up a lot of damage early on in races. 65 points for Chrissy. Zombie Speed. Shadow Realm. Sorry, Shadow Realm on 57, but we've not seen Shadow Realm for a few weeks. And also Nick in 15th. We've not seen Nick for a few weeks. He's actually only got 9 points on the board. Baggy Snails, how you doing, brother? Thought I'd jump in and give you a line. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Look what Bobby's done. Bags, man. Look what Bobby's done. Look. This is his livery for the final race of the season. How cool's that? Appreciate that, Bob. So yeah, that's points for up till this final round. We've got 2 races tonight. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, got to give a shout out to Bob for that. Right, let's have another quick flick through then. What are we on? 13 minutes. Ultimate Pot still holding pole position on that lap 2 as well. 153.5. In a stormer then Potter. Philo has closed the gap. He's got in 153.5 as well. Still not able to take that pole position off of Potter. 146. Still holding 3rd. Just see what Philo's going to put in over this next time in line. So he does like to put in a bit of a stonker at the end. He's gain a tiny bit of a toe. It's an outlap anyway, sorry, this is an outlap, so this is not going to count. So Bobby's now putting a stonker at 153.8. So he chucks himself up into 3rd, best livery in the lobby tonight. Pav 46 then pushed down into 4th on that 154.3. Perzel 5th. Pits. Possibly get that front end damage repaired. It's in 4th now, 153.9, just at the end of quali. So Pav pushed down another spot, down into 5th. Perzel 6th. Jambu 154.8 for Jambu. RV Motorsports. What's going on? Jambu's just jumped up a spot. That's what's happened. That's it. No, it's not. Sneaky dangly balls. He's come back out on track, but his time is not showing up on the board there. So the Stormer, he's put in, let's have a look, try and work that out. Bobby's put in a 153.8. He's put in a 154.3-ish for dangly balls. Just a little bit quicker than Pav 46. So Pav in 5th then, Perzel 6th, Jambu 7th, RV Motorsports in 8th, Chrissy Raz 9th, Silver Carter 10th, Crampix in 11th. Oh no, back up to 4th. So these guys leaving lobbies and coming back and just reclaiming their grid positions for previous stints. I'm going to have to flick through those again now, Chrome Dix. Pot still looks like he's on a bit of a flyer. He's gone quicker as well, 153.4. So pulls a little bit more of a gap from Philo in this qualifying session. And he's a legend. Right, so Philo then, can he get anywhere close or take that pole position off of Potter? He's got one more corner to go. He's only got tank, reasonably fresh set of racing softs on. Philo puts in, oh, he's unable to go quick, he's 2,000th back. 2,000th off taking pole from Potter McPot. So absolutely nothing in it between those two. So Philo going to take second then, Bobby third, Chromedix fourth, Dangly Balls fifth, 46 in sixth, Purcell seventh, Jambu eighth, Chrissy Raz ninth, RB Motorsports in 10th, Saul Carter in 11th. So we're already 16.5 minutes into quali. So it's good to see Potter McPot ghosting out at some point, somewhere around the track. There we go. Just get ourselves ready for the first race of the evening. There we go, a few seconds left. Just enough time for some brown fizzy pop. So yeah, Next Gen actually changing their logos and liveries for next season, so it might look a little bit different, but the same bunch of drivers and ethics and that kind of stuff. Don't start thinking it's a new team. So it's not great view. PlayStation, come on, give me something different. Oh, great. Slightly further away, thank you. So Potter McPot on pole then, revs are up, I can't see the lights, so we're just going to have to wait for them to peel away. And they're away. Bob's got a great start, he's already closing in on Potter. TNR Philo also passed him. Potter McPot getting swamped at the beginning of this race then. Bobby sneaking through to take first, right down the inside of TNR Philo, so Bob then up into P1. TNR Philo P2, Potter McPot's managed to hold on to P3, Chromedix P4. Across the track there for Chromedix, Pav into 5th, then Purcell 6th, Jambu 7th. Raz making a good position off the start, up into 8th. Silver Carter, RV Motorsport side by side down the hill, two Mercedes. Silver Carter's just got the edge on RV there through the turn. Oh, we've got Dangly Balls trying to sneak down the inside of RV as well. So nearly 3 wide into that naughty, almost hairpin at the bottom of the hill. Philo in the meantime has managed to get himself back into front. Bobby having to go a little bit defensive, so the top 3 battling out for this top spot at the minute. Chromedix just trying to sleep these 3. Potter McPot going down the inside of Bob. Does he go for the move down the inside of... No, he does a little bit too far back to take the position off of... Oh, Bob and Potter getting side by side. A little bit of contact. Chromedix is able to sneak through then. Both drivers slowed down. Bobby's drifting it through that turn. Across and takes Potter out again. Holds on to 2nd, Potter McPot back up into 3rd. Pav 46 now into 4th. Chromedix pushed down a couple of spots. Purcell getting past him as well now. He's just had to back out. Give that position back to Chromedix. Couldn't quite make it with that line he was taking, trying to get back Chromedix. So back into 6th for Purcell. Jambu, father and son combo. 7th, being harassed by Chrissy Raz in 8th down the start finish straight, to make a bit of a move. Maybe too far back for Chrissy. So some great action already in race 1. It's a tight little track, it is quite long, but there's action all the way through. It's one of the fancy tracks on Gran Turismo, but they've done a damn good job with it. Silver Carter then. 2nd back from Chrissy Raz. Managed to make a bit of a gap from RV Motorsport, 0.7 of a second. Dangly Balls now, 1.7 off of these drivers. So unable to win the fight. Back to RV Motorsport and Silver Carter. Almost running it off track there for Dangly Balls. He's had to get right off the gas through there. Meantime, TNR Philo still leading this race. See Bobby half a second back. Potter McPot has been dropped a little bit, so he's almost got a second gap between himself and MRC Bobby. Got half a second between himself and Pav. Pav will be getting a good tow down there. Tracking Chromedix right along there with him. Oh, Pav's got it wrong. He's put, where's he gone, Pav? Ah! He's put a wheel on the sand, and you just saw the tail end of his BMW spin round as we flicked up to Chromedix. So, into the wall for Pav. He's picked up damage. Damage is on heavy, so that does mean a trip to the pits for Pav, which is a bit of a race ruiner in these short sprint races. It's not very good in the long races, to be honest. But Friday evening, if you've got time to be on YouTube, you should be getting on race 2. Damn it. Tell me it'll work. So, Philo, fastest lap of the race. We are already into, just started lap 3. Bob looking dangerous. Take the win, Bob, in the livery. Take the win in the livery, Bob. Look at that livery. That's got to win. Both races, Bob. Still right on TNR Philo's tail. See how excited I got over that. Yeah, I knew that excuse would come out, Burnt Fry. I think you're sitting in your gaming chair, actually, quite happy with your win. So Potter and Pot losing more time to those two drivers. Now 2.1 seconds back in third. Chromedix now up to 4th position. After Pav's off-track action, Personal up into 5th, Jambu 6th, Chrissy Raz then up into 7th. Half a second back from Jambu as they head down the hill as well. One of my favourite sections. Absolute max speed, hard on the brakes, as much curve as possible through there. Power back on, Chrissy Raz getting 2 wheels on the sand there. Manages to keep it in a straight line though, didn't lose too much time to Jambo in front. So RV Motorsport 3.3 seconds back from Chrissy. Just got a little bit of a worry. Second Carter's on the second back, dragging dangly balls along for the ride as well. Pav 46 unfortunately after that spin into the wall at this very corner here. Yeah, he's now 14, 15 seconds back, down in 11th position. So a lot of work for Pav to do. Pot then come in the pits. He's going to drop all the way to the back. I think Pav's probably going to get past him as well. With the tyres, so he has come out pretty quickly. 46 actually only just coming around that last turn, then crossing the line now. Pot's getting out quite a way in front of Pav 46. So Bobby and TNR Philo still battling out for that pole position, that top spot even. Bobby winning out at the minute. He's got the inside line into the next little set of chicane corners. To go through here, he's just got to try and stick with Bob as they head back down the hill. So Mercedes versus BMW. I think the BMW livery is faster though. That's all I'm going to say about that. TNR Fido not going for a move there then, which is where I would have expected it. He was close enough to do one. I'm only ribbing you, Burnt Fry, you know that. I still don't think you're at work. So can Bobby make a bit of a break from Philo? He's putting in a little 10th here or there. We'll see how he copes in the next lap or so then. Chromedix up into 3rd, Potter and Pot coming in for a fresh set of boots, dropping him way down the order. Possibly gaining in time in the latter stages of this race. So Purcell 4th then. See Raz up into 5th now, just going down the outside of Jambu. Jambu's going to have the line into the first turn, unless Chrissy Raz has got the power to get past him prior to that. Jambu's going to hold that line. He's has to back out. Chrissy Raz has got herself up into 5th then, and cleanly as well then. Jambu just having to back out. I thought he who's going to hold on to that position through the first turn. Motorsport on the back of this little fight now as well. So Jambu will be looking to try and get maximum points to take the fight to Potter and Pot. Pretty close, there's only about 25 points, 30 points between them. It'll take a lot of work for Jambu to get the win in both races. Potter and Pot to come possibly last in both races. Pot might even be able to squeeze the championship with 11th place in both races. He still gets points. Just a couple of points higher than Jambu. Oh, Jambu and Purcell getting side by side. Father and son nearly taking each other out. Both drivers losing a lot of speed. So Army Motorsport getting through then. Raz is now up into 4th. Mercedes driver of RV Motorsport, driving for CRT right behind her now. Yes, mate, you will. Right, so let's just have a little bit of on-board looking back. Well, that's not the best view, is it? Okay, a great big wing. There you go. So looking back from Chrissy Raz's car. In 4th position, we've got RV Motorsport, Jambu and Potter and Pot now got himself back up into 7th after his pit stop. Chrissy Raz coming in the pits, so that was a short-lived on-board. A lot of the drivers coming in then. Where's Potter gone? Potter's coming in the pits again. Not too sure what's happening with Potter. He's dropped himself down to the back of the pack again. Bobby in the meantime, he's got half worn out racing softs to lap 6. Half a tank of fuel. And a bit of a gap over TNR Philo. He's got 1.5 over 2nd position in the Mercedes. Position as well, a bit of wear on those softs, similar fuel, half a tank. Yeah, I can abuse you live. Right, that's why I'm going to. And there's nothing you can do about it because you'll be driving. You've got no defence. You can't come back and do anything apart from half time. Philo. Just caught that while I was talking to Bert Fry. Chromedix then up into 3rd, he's way off 1st and 2nd, 9.1 seconds. Got a bit of breathing room behind from RV Motorsport, 3.5 seconds back to RV. Chrissy Raz then been in for a set of racing soft, still holding 5th for Chrissy, 2.2 back now. I see 1 or 2 more of these drivers coming. Philo comes in now then, I think Bobby stopped out. Obviously confident on those soft tyres. Daniel Ball's also been in. So he chucks himself into 4th. Just about side by side with Chromedix through there. RV Motorsport trying to take advantage down the inside. Daniel Balls does hold on to 4th though. Chromedix 5th. Motorsports in 6th. All 3 of these drivers, similar fuel, just taking on fresh tyres as well, so fight going through here between these 3. Jambu and Purcell looking to close in as well, both of those come in, 2 Ferrari drivers. So Carter picked up a bit of a penalty, came in a few laps ago. Racing soft a little bit worn out already. Sitting in 9th currently for Silver. Half 46, we'll just catch him getting himself back on track. So picked up damage early on in race 1. That's come in the pits to get that repaired, dropped him right down to the back of the pack. He's now got a reasonably worn set of racing softs on. Sitting in 10th, being hounded by Potter and Pot. Potter and Pot actually coming in the pits twice twice already. I'm not too sure what's happening with Potter. Maybe some damage that I didn't see. That might have been. I just saw him leave the pits. I didn't actually see him coming in. But he is trying to make some moves now, trying to go past Pav 46. He's got the fresher tyres. It should be reasonably easy. Pav 46 has run himself a little bit wide through there. Got it back on track though. Right, back up to the front. NRC Bobby, still not pit yet, still got 3.4, 3.6 seconds over TNR Philo. TNR Philo has been in though, fresh set of tyres. See Raz now up into third, 1.8 seconds over fourth position, Chrome Dix. So can she keep the gap? Oh, it's a lap 8 of 10. Through there, so we'll come back and see whether Chromedix can close the gap up on Chrissy. Purzel then holding 5th, 4.1 back from the drivers in front. He's managed to make a bit of a break. It was Purzel and Jambu side by side, literally coming down that turn, down that hill into that turn. Sorry, Purzel's managed to make a bit of a break on 3 seconds. Tiny bit of glitching. Some sideways action from Purzel. Let's hope we've not got some internet lag. So just get randomly disconnected. We don't like things like that. May have been almost just what's happened. Purzel then glitching out. I think he's just ended up in the wall. He's lost a lot of positions and picked up some 10 damage as well. Yeah, I think he's struggling with his connection tonight. So down in 9th then for Purzel. And Potter again still battling it out for 10th and 11th. Potter actually getting past them down the hill. He's still got a bit of a penalty. He's just done exactly the same as Pav. Oh, he's lucky to correct that. He's kept it on track. That's exactly what we saw Pav do early on. Fired himself into the wall. Potter and Pot reactions maybe a slightly quicker than Pav's. Managing to keep that in a straight line and keep the position from Pav 46 as well. So the gap diminished down to 0.8 of a second between Bobby and Philo. Bobby's got one more lap. He's got to try and fend off Philo. 1.5 laps. They haven't just started lap 9. He's on the worn-out tyre, a quarter of a tank, plenty of fuel left to go. And those tyres looking worse for wear now, Bob. TNR Philo looking very strong for position change here. All over the back of Bob. Come to one of the fastest sections of the circuit as well, out of these chicanes, and it's just foot to the floor through here, all the way down towards that, down the hill and towards that hairpin. So Bobby going defensive already. He's determined to try and keep that position, or at least make Philo work as hard as he can for it. Bob then chopping across the apex. Philo getting the better run out though. The extra grip, Bob unable to take the corner quite as quick as Philo. Philo just got his nose in front. He's going to have the inside line through this right-hander. So into P1 for Philo. Bobby's got a lap to try and do anything about it, but those tyres are not going to help him one little bit. I can see he's trying to do everything he can to stick with TNR Philo. He's lost his second already. No way that car's going to be as quick as Philo's with those tyres. Again, Bob almost running it off track there in the background. Good effort, Bob. Still got a lap to go. Don't hold it against you if you get second in that awesome liveried BMW. So pulling more time then, Philo. 1.8 seconds. We are into the final lap now then. RC Bobby second, Chrissy Raz up into third. She's still got a bit of a gap from Chrome Dix. One more lap to fend him off. Actually gaining a few tenths through there, hundreds even. So Jambu 5th, 6.7 seconds back from 4th position Chromedix. Dangly Balls 6th then. He's having a bad race tonight, it's Dangly Balls. 6.2 back from Jambu. RV Motorsport, Silver Carter and Purcell all battling it out for 7th, 8th and 9th then. Can make any moves to try and catch back up with Dangly Balls, yet to be seen. We are on the final lap. So Purcell 8th, Potter McPot in 10th then. Again, a long way off those drivers on final laps. So he's going to have to be content with 10th place. Pat 46, yeah, not having a great race one. Sitting at the back of the pack, 5 seconds down from Potter as well. So back up to TNR Philo. A couple of turns to go. He's now pulled 3.9 seconds over, 4 seconds now over Bob. So he's just got the final turn to go. TNR Philo then. A good race even for the short race one. Position changes all over the place. TNR Philo coming across the line then to take the win. MRC Bobby bringing home a solid 2nd place. Best livery in there, Bobby. Chrissy Raz still trying to fend off Chromedix. Looks like she's going to keep that 3rd. She'll be very happy with that. Handbrake across the line and into the wall, but keeps the place. Chromedix takes home 4th then. Jambu's going to come home in 5th. Big gap between himself and Dangly Balls. He's got 8 seconds in front of Chromedix and 7 seconds almost back to Dangly Balls. Dangly Balls does bring home 6th. RV Motorsport 7th. Purcell 8th. Silver Carter 9th. Pot smashing into the wall before getting the handbrake in 10th. Pav executing it perfectly. Perfectly. I didn't even hear wall damage or contact with Pavs. Got a lot to learn, Potter. So, race 1. And now the final race of the finals. Chrissy Raz, 3rd place. Well done. A good race tonight. Good race. Didn't get pinged off into the wall in the 1st turn or the 2nd turn, or the 3rd turn or the 4th turn or the 5th turn. Managed to avoid all sort of spinny, roundy, backwardsy kind of things and got a 3rd position. Well done. Couple of weeks off as well, so a little bit rusty behind the wheel maybe for Chrissy, but didn't show tonight. Let's see what happens. Bobby and Philo. Bobby saying that was a phenomenal race. It was a good race between you two. Philo eventually taking the win though. Potter McPot struggling in this one, so not gaining as many points as he'd like. Still currently holds the lead over Jambu. Yeah, it was close, Bob. It was close. Should have come in. You should have come in. When Philo came in, when you had that 1.5, you went, he should have come in. I thought that was some proper abuse popping up on the chat room then, and on the PlayStation chat. Chromedix just saying, "Chrissy Raz, I hate you." I was like, "What? What's going on here?" Oh, yes, because he couldn't get past her at the end. Yeah, we don't like abusive chat. Happy with someone's driving, then you speak to the admins or message that person personally. You don't blurt it out in the chat. You don't get on the Facebook groups and give it the "oh, you smashed me up." Send your clip in. Let the stewards decide. There you go. Really happy. Finally, a proper result. You've had a win. You've had a win, Chrissy. Was that this season? Or was that last season? Might have been last season. So the top 3 drivers do have to bolt on an extra little bit of weight tonight. So unfortunately, Chrissy, taking that 3rd position means you have to add on 3 extra clicks of weight to your car. Never forget. What? Never forget what? This one. Oh, it was last season. Suzuka. Oh yeah, there you go. Look. I bet you could tell me your bloody race time. What position everyone else came in. It's one of those, is it? Three clicks. Potter said it's 7 clicks. I don't know what it is for you, Chrissy. It's some clicks of extra weight because of that 3rd. You've got to put some extra clicks on. It might not be 3. I might be lying. You've got to up your weight, haven't you? Because you've got the winner's bonus, if you like, the winner's thing. What do you call it? Like a handicap for race 2, because you were too quick in race 1. 5 clicks, Chrissy Vaz. See? Pay attention, will you? Damn it. Cheers, Perzel. Thank you very much. So we've got a 10-minute break. I'll actually be given a time for what time the race is going to start. I would expect about 20 past. Perzel just popping up in the chat saying it's time to say thanks to Potter for hosting and darksmoka for commentary, and thanks to all for a great season. Yes, thank you very much. Cheers, mate. It has been a good season. Be nice. What do you mean, be nice? I'm being nice. Just put some weight on your car, damn it. So 16 lapper for race 2, reverse grid as well. Let's see how turn 1 fares with the reverse grid race. It is a naughty little corner. Turn 2's no better with the hairpin. It's not the widest of turns either through there. It does open up a little bit on the exit, but the amount of cars that we fight their way through those first couple of turns, it could get a little bit tasty. I hope you give it all a like and stuff as well, the video, people. I hope you've clicked a little like. Subscribed, told your mates, told your mums, and all that sort of stuff. All good, boss man, boss. So we'll see what happens in race 2 then. Yeah, enjoyed that. That's some good racing. So I've got 2 leagues as well running tonight. I have actually forgotten to mention that. So you're watching the pros with me, darksmoka. We have obviously got the pro-ams live as well with Adey Gee on his channel. So go check him out. It is literally Adey Gee, G-E-E. So go check him out after this, and you'll be able to get to see the pro-ams. Not sure how many drivers are in their lobby tonight, but I hope they all have a good race. They seem to have had the last couple of races anyway. Good chatting in the chat groups. Chrome Dick saying in the chat group that he thinks having dinner helped him. He did come in 4th. Does look like Pro-Ams might be missing one or two drivers tonight, unfortunately. Don't make faces at the host, Chrissy Raz. We've got a few, most people are in the pits. We've got one or two out on track, just getting a few sneaky practice laps in, possibly trying out different tyre combos. So slightly different setup for race 2. Let's have a look. What have we got here? So it's a 16-lap race. They do only start with 70% of fuel. There is a pit window, so they can't stop for tyres before the end of lap 4. You can actually go in the pits if you need to repair your car, if you pick up damage in the earlier laps, but you've got to refrain from taking on board tyres. And they can stick fuel in as well on those pit stops. So they've also got to use 2 different compounds of tyre in the race, anything between the racing softs, racing mediums and racing hards, entirely up to you. And you can use as many sets as you want tonight. So it is the final race of the season. Like I say, we've got the race of winners coming up on the 22nd. Still no idea of format or entrance, who's actually made it through yet. Obviously we've got to wait for all the scores to come in, all the leagues to end, this being one of them. And there may be something, is it the 15th? There may be an Enduro that I'm commentating over. See what happens there. I've just got word of it yesterday, I think. Got the GR2s tomorrow night with the P1 boys as well, so make sure you stick around and come back for that. And a new Sunday league started. We've got the N300s, so it's old school Subarus and Silvias and things like that ripping around, and that's P1 boys as well. That's 9 o'clock start, 12th of July. Come and check that out. And that'll be the only things running for a few weeks until the next gen stuff starts again. Pot just changing the settings. Let's see if he's got it all right. Yeah, I think so. Has he done anything with tyres? No, I think that's probably already set from the first race. Just have a quick look. Anything between racing soft and racing hard. Yeah, there we go. Racing soft, racing hard. Where's Chrissy Raz gone? Got like 37 seconds to get back in the room. Don't make faces at me. Can't believe it. The cheek of some people. Better get back in this lobby, Chrissy. What's Philo saying? Ouch. Has he just crashed into a wall? Chrissy's internet's gone down. Hopefully. I can't even tag her, she's not in the room, of course. Let's just chuck something up in the chat group in case Potter McPot's not paying attention. Yeah, I think they're just giving Chrissy 2 minutes to try and reset routers and stuff like that. Threaten her computer, her PlayStation, router, whatever she needs to do. So I can get rid of that. Flipping internet. I've had issues this year as well. I was without internet for a week because somebody decided to whack through the cables near the box around the corner from my house. Thank you very much. Orange did help me out with a big chunk of data, but yeah, it didn't help me for the streaming one little bit. But I think next season, I'm looking at it being a bit quiet, I think the PC's alright. So we might be back up to full steam for next season. We'll see what happens. So hopefully Chrissy's getting all green lights on her router. Any second now, Chrissy's joined the room. Yeah, that won't be great, would it? Get booted out the final race of the season. You have to think about resetting your car as well. I don't know what your weight's going to be like, you see. It's going to reset to, you know, what it should be, or what you set it at. Okay, so Potter just having to say set grid order by host because Chrissy got kicked out. It now won't chuck her into her position on the grid from race 1, unfortunately. It was a little bit, wasn't it? Good now though, hopefully it holds out for the next 16 laps. But check your weight. Don't want you cheating in the final race, storming through the crowd. Why does that have so many brackets? Need to stop that. Weight is correct. Rightio then. Get yourself on track. Which you are. Let's go for some racing. Not sure whether these drivers have got to get through the first sector for it to register. Racing mediums at the start. So a little flick through, see what we've got. Racing mediums for dangly balls, mediums for Chrome Dicks, MRC Bobby also on mediums, softs for Purzel, softs for RV Motorsport, Chrissy Raz on mediums, Pav on the mediums, Pot on the mediums, Carter on the softs, Jambu on the mediums, and Philo on the mediums. So here we go then, race 2. Philo Philo going to start at the back, followed by MRC Bobby, followed by Chrissy Raz, followed, preceded by 46, not having a great race, then starting at the front. Let's see if that benefits him. Pottinger Pot also not having a great race, one either. So it's first and second on the front row of the grid for Pottinger Pot and so Pav 46 Pottinger Pot. Just give me that slightly even further away view, thanks. Oh, Pav getting a false start. He's away now though, but he's going to have to try and pull over. Oh, it's chaos, it's chaos. Pav false starting. He's up against the wall. Chrissy Raz has ploughed into the side of him, into the back of him. Picking up damage as well for Chrissy. Oh, that's not good. Pav 46 also front and rear end damage, so a false start from Pav causing a little bit of chaos in the start of race 1. Pottinger Pot in the meantime, through Pav's mistake, has managed to get out to the front. And he's put 1.4 seconds over Silver Carter already, 1.6 seconds. Chromedix has managed to get himself through that chaos up into third already as well. MRC Bobby also winning out, he's up into fourth. Jumbo fifth, Dangly Balls sixth. Sorry, seventh, eighth now Dangly Balls. Oh, he's picked up damage, I haven't seen that. So he possibly getting clattered by incident with Pav as well. It's a longer race this one, we'll see how it plays out. TNR Philo also picking up damage there then. So it seems like a lot of those drivers on that side getting caught up in that incident off the grid. So Pottinger Pot then, still holding 1.6 seconds. Chromedix has managed to get himself past Silver Carter up into second. Close that gap down on Pottinger Pot. Silver Carter then sinking back, losing a bit of time to Chromedix, increased pressure. So Jambu 2.5 back. He's lost a couple of tenths there as well. So he's got MRC Bobby right on his tail as they come around this final turn to finish lap 1. Coming in the pit, so Bob's picked up damage as well. So you're going to see a few drivers in, it's going to spread the field right out. Pottinger Pot then, extending that lead. For a second it was 2 points in seconds, it's now back down to 1.7. So Chromedix unable to close the gap. He's pulling more time over Silver Carter. Yeah, unfortunate, Chrissy. Pav did everything he could as well to try and just get his car out of the way. Unfortunately, too many drivers had already seen the gap next to the outside wall there. Pav running slow with that penalty, just nowhere he could go. So Bobby then coming out back out the pits in 6th after coming in early from damage. Chrissy Raz back out then, back into 7th. So still not too bad, even though one of these drivers picking up damage. Chrissy Raz getting out back up into 7th. Lovely Motorsport down in 8th. Philo in 9th, so also picking up a massive chunk of damage. Dangly Balls in 10th, and looks like we've lost Pav 46. Maybe a bit upset, it's caused chaos in the final race, but not really a rage quit. I'm not going to class that as a rage quit at all, because I know Pav too well. So Chromedix pulled a 10th back on Potter's time, got it back down to 1.6. Fastest lap of the race there as well for Chromedix, 1:55.6, just on in lap 3 though. Still gap at 1.6. Silver Carter losing time to these two drivers. He's not under threat from 4th and 5th at the minute, still got 3.2 seconds gap back to them. the father-son team of Purcell and Jambu in the Ferraris. So Bobby in 6th, then he has come in from damage. You can see him smashing that awesome sticker on the back of his car. Look at the damage you've caused to that, Bob. It's disgusting. So 6th place for Bob, coming in 2nd in race 1. Little purple sector there for Bob. Let's see if we can keep that up for the rest of the lap. So Chris Raz holding 7th then, with a penalty to lose. And nobody anywhere near her at the minute. She's got 4 seconds in front of MRC Bobby. Just over 4 seconds back to RV Motorsport in 8th. Again, Chrissy Raz getting caught up with the incident off the line. RV Motorsport also picking up a big chunk of penalty, almost a second he's got to lose. So Philo 9th then, a lot of work for Philo to do to try and claim any points back from this race, or any decent points. We're only into lap 3. Great circuit, this one. Let's go and have a look at. Let's go for an onboard lap with. Oh, we can change camera now. So a little bit too far back now. Okay, Chrissy Raz. So we come across the start-finish line. Chrissy just losing her penalty into this first turn, the 90-degree left. This is where I thought the trouble was going to be, and then into this hairpin. So that was turn 1 and 2 where I expected there to be chaos. Oh, sorry, the track's running backwards. No, it's not. Yeah, it's causing chaos for. This is where I expected the chaos. So into turn 4 then, and then down the hill. There's an awkward turn at the bottom of the hill. It starts to turn in, and then it's a very late apex. Blam. Cutting it through the inside, back up the hill. Careful not to run it out too wide there. Back up the hill into this chicane section. Through the left, through the right, through the left. Very tempted to try and cut those curbs as much as possible. Easy to pick up a penalty through there though. Out of that section now, full power up and over the hill. Raz 150 in 6th gear, firing down the hill now, all the way up to 163, hard on the brakes, and this hairpin, trying to catch as much of that curb as possible. Back on the power through this section here, 4th gear, into the right-hander, just clicking it up into 5th, and back down the hill, down into 3rd gear, through the right-hander, double apex corner now. Out wide into the second half of this turn. With a little bit of ghost in there. Chrissy Raz just trying to lose a penalty. Through the left-hander, down the hill. Holding onto this curb right till the end. Chucking it left. Running it all the way out wide onto that curb on the outside here. Back down the start, finish straight to complete a lap. So Chrissy Raz sticking in a 157.1 that time. Still holding on to a penalty though for Chrissy. So Potter and Pot up front in the meantime, still holding on to that. I say it was 1.6, it's now been dropped a little bit, 1.5. Just putting it back up to 1.6 now. So Crandix keeping Potter and Pot in check. He's pulling 10th down, he seems to be holding on to that 10th as well, just teetering between the 1.5 and 1.6 second gap. Big gap back to Silver Carter now, 7.1 seconds. He's still holding plenty of time over Purcell though, he's 4.7 over Purcell. MRC Bobby back up into 5th, he did stop early. Chrissy Raz then up into 6th. Jambu 7th, so been in the pits, fresh tyres for Jambu. try and make the most of those. RV Motorsports in 1.7 back, also coming. Oh no, sorry, he's on racing mediums. So I'm not aware on those. Still have a bit of a penalty though for RV. The Dutch contingent in the lobby tonight. Ball's up into 9th then, so he's come in, fresh set of racing softs. He's managed to get past Philo, so Philo's come in, fresh set of racing softs, but now 10 seconds back from Dangly Balls. So Carter's just popped himself in the pits. Comes back out with a fresh set. He didn't take on board any fuel. He's gone for a set of racing mediums, so not too sure what the thinking is there. But he's lost a place to Purcell. Purcell's already on a fresh set of racing mediums. He's also not taking on board fuel either. So these guys probably know something I don't in the way of strategies. So Bobby in 5th. I can't believe you've smashed that logo, Bob. Look at that. Chrissy has 6. Chrissy has got 2.5 seconds to try and catch up with Bob. He's out on the racing mediums. Got Jambu pretty close behind as well, only 1.7 seconds back. Closing in fast actually. That's less than a second now. So Jambu out on the racing softs. Drifted that Ferrari through that turn. Starting to close that gap up on Chrissy until he went for the Tron round that naughty little left-hander. He's got it all to do again, so he got the gap down to below a second. It's now almost 2 seconds. Closing in through these turns though, the soft tyres working so much better than the mediums that Chrissy Raz is running on at the minute. So RV Motorsport 3.5 seconds back off that fight, still holding on to that penalty. See whether he keeps that to the end of the race. Dangly Balls 13 seconds back in 9th. Philo still 9 seconds back in 10th at the minute. So maybe Philo, we've not seen, picking up some damage, having to go in to get that repaired. He's got a little bit of damage on the front of that Mercedes. Putting in purple sectors. Looks like it should be a purple lap as well. Just see what he puts in, see if he does stick in a fastest lap. Just about to say MRC Bobby's currently holding it, but Dangly Balls has just put in a stormer, 1:54.4. Does Philo take that off him? Doesn't, but Dangly Balls holds on to fastest lap then. Right, back up to the front, Pot. He has managed to pull a bit of a gap from Chrome Dix now. Still got a few laps of fuel on board, not a lot of wear on those mediums either. He's got 2.9 seconds over second place Chrome Dix. So Chrome Dix is going to struggle on those mediums in the Z4, holding a lot less fuel than Potter as well. That means Potter will be able to run possibly a lap or 2 longer. Purcell now 11 seconds back from that fight. So he's on the mediums, not a lot of fuel on board. He'll be looking to get rid of the mediums, come back on the softs as soon as possible, but that's probably the strategy. And I'll see Bobby then on the softs, back up to 4th, 3.8 back from Purcell. Might follow Purcell in when Purcell comes in, get fuel and tyres. Bobby might see him in. Chrome Dix in the pits now already. So he's going to lose that second position to Purcell. It shouldn't matter, Purcell will probably be at the end of this next lap anyway. And we'll see Bobby comes through. Again, he'll have to come in pretty soon. He's got plenty of fuel on board, but his tyre's starting to look a little bit worn out. Comes out the pits, fresh set of racing softs, just over 3/4 of the tank, comes out in 4th position. Supercar Carter holding on to 5th at the minute. He's got Jambu right on him at the minute though, only a second back. Chrissy Gr3 slowly closing up on that fight as well, sitting in 7th currently for Chrissy, 1.8 back. Again, those mediums starting to look a little bit worn out. Motorsport in 8th. He's still got a chunk of penalty. So he's having a little bit of a racing zone at the minute. He's got 4.6 seconds in from Chrissy Gr3 and 8.5 back to Dangly Balls. 2 wheels on the grass there. Kicking up a bit of dirt. And there as well. Got to be careful on some of those turns. It's possibly where he's picking up some of his penalty. So Dangly Balls sitting in 9th. He's 8.5 seconds back from RV Motorsport. He's got 10.5 seconds over TNR Philo. He's currently holding fastest lap of the race though. It's Dangly Ball, the golden livery BMW. So Potomac Pot in the pits now, taking on board fuel and tyres. Purcell coming through, so he chucks himself in the pits. Bobby stops out for another lap or 2. Chrome Dicks in the background, getting it a little bit wrong on the exit of the final turn. Potomac Pot already out the pits though. So retains that first place in from MRC Bobby. Instantly pulls a big chunk of time off him as well. Pop from the BMW on the downshift. So Potomac Pot retains the lead, 3 seconds currently over MRC Bobby. Bobby's got 1.5 over Chrome Dicks, who came in a lap earlier. Didn't see him nearly get it wrong in the final turn. Purple sector there for Chrome Dicks. So you might start to see those lap times, fastest laps disappearing. So Purcell in 4th, 5 seconds down from Chrome Dicks. He's having a little bit of a race of his own as well. Silver Carter's 3.5 seconds back from him. Still holding to the penalty for RV. I don't think he's going to lose it. I think he likes it. Jambu's 7th. This was Potomac Pot's closest rival for the championship. He's not had a great last couple of outings, to be honest. I think he got disconnected out of one of the races last week. Is that right, Jambu? I believe. I do so many and see so much that, you know, it melts into one sometimes. Who does what? Incidents and accidents and things. So Dangly Ball's back up into 8th then, getting past Chrissy Gr3. Chrissy Gr3 come back in for a fresh set of racing softs, just on 3/4 of a tank. So we are over halfway through this race. Sorry, I'm looking at times again. Stop it. Stop it. It's laps. It's laps not, but we are over halfway through this race. 16 lapper. We are on to lap 9. Just coming around to start lap 10. Sitting in 9th. Retains that 8th position though. Dangly Balls just coming in pits for tyres and fuel. 8 seconds back, 8.7 back from Jambu. Potomac Pot in the meantime on that fresh set of racing softs. Looking very confident, 5.6 second lead over second place Chrome Dicks, who I expect Bobby's come in the pits. So Chrome Dicks back into 2nd, but a lot of work to do to try and get anywhere close to Potomac Pot. Purcell's still 4 seconds back. Purple sectors from Purcell as well. The Dangly Ball keeps hold of his fastest lap. Some of these drivers looking a little bit tasty. So Ricardo's still 4th, 8.3 back from Purcell. MRC Bobby then, yeah, he's come in He's got just over half a tank and a fresh set of racing softs for MRC Bobby. Sitting in 5th. Oh, Jambu just getting it wrong through that turn, through the hairpin. He's managed to keep it on track, but he's lost a lot of time to MRC Bobby. Harvey Motorsports coming at him thick and fast as well. Has actually taken another second out of Harvey Motorsport, got down to 6.5 seconds. Balls, so he's been in the pits for a fresh set of racing softs. That's allowed TNR Philo to close right upon him. Philo has got a pit again. He's out of fuel and his tyres are looking pretty worn out, so that will give Dangly Balls breathing room. Under pressure around those last few turns. So Philo comes in now then. Takes all that pressure off Dangly Balls. He knows, well, he might not know, but we know that Philo's got to take on board fuel as well. Keep it on track, Dangly Ball. Let's not see you spin it off. Let's go and have a look for some action, see what's kicking off. There is 1 or 2 big gaps developing. I don't think we've got any drivers that close, to be honest. Chromedix 6.4 seconds back from Potter. 6.5 now, 6.6, so Potter's starting to pull a couple of tenths from Chromedix. 3 seconds back now for Purcell. Has now put a fastest lap of the racing. 1.44 for Purcell. Taking that off of Dangly Balls. So Carter's still 4th. MRC Bobby closing up on him though. He's out of the fresher tyres. So Carter's going to have to stop the fuel again anyway. Bobby's already done that. Close enough to make a move on Silver Carter as well when he comes in the pits. Although he might have to stop for fuel himself. He's not taking on board that much. RV Motorsport has dropped some of that penalty. Don't lose it now, RV. It's far too late in the race to lose it. Still keeping that gap between himself and Jambu. Chrissy Raz has closed up though, 4.3 seconds that gap, so it was 6.5. Those fresh racing soft and Chrissy Raz, she's got a penalty to lose. Yeah, she's taking chunks out of RV in a minute. It's another half a second through those first couple of turns, down to 3.7. Probably running to the end of the race on those tyres and fuel. Now Chrissy, see whether she can close that gap up on RV. Possibly go for a position change there. So Dangly Ball's still 9th. There's only 5.6 back from Chrissy. Looks like he's running to the end as well. Plenty of fuel on board. He's got half a tank and a fresh set of racing softs. Philo then losing more time to Dangly Balls, 16.5 seconds back now. So not having a great race 2 at all for Philo. A lot of these drivers picking up damage in off the line. Pav, unfortunately, for whatever reason, false started. Absolutely everything he could to try and get himself off the racing line. And I think, yeah, too many people on the back trying to look for the inside, the sort of outside line down the start straight. That's exactly where Pav decided to try and park his car out of the way. Unfortunately, people got clattered and caught up. So while I've been waffling on, Potts just stuck in a fastest lap, 1:53.3. So that's 0.7 second quicker than anybody else. Purcell was a 1:54.0. Potts got I'll have some of that. 9 seconds over Chromedix as well. Potts race 2 looking very good. racing softs on Chromedix. Z4 not looking too great. Still got 3 laps to complete as well. 4 laps if you include this one. He is only just halfway round, about a third of the way round. So Purcell then in third. He's got Bobby climbing all over his rear end. Purcell on a fresh set of softs though, so I think Purcell's gone for a bit of a fight through the crowd with those racing softs. Can Bobby stick it to him? Right on his tail as they head down the hill. Is he in any position? Purcell just go a little bit defensive. Bob goes for a different line on the way in, so it benefits him on the way out. We've got a better run. Purcell's car was in the way, nowhere for Bob to go. So these little left rights. Purcell again having to go defensive. Bobby putting all sorts of pressure on Purcell now. Z4 looking very planted round here. Purcell's Ferrari not looking unplanted. The tyres are fresh on Purcell's car, whereas Bob's has done a few laps. Still looking planted and able to pile the pressure on yourself. Just losing a bit of time through that final turn there though. So it's just starting to kick off behind as well. We've got RB Motorsport in 5th. Chrissy Raz now up into 6th. She's got herself past Jambu. Jambu coming back though. Yeah, Jambu's been in the pits for fresh tyres. Unfortunately, he's able to get past Chrissy Raz through there. Chrissy going a little bit defensive. She's gone wide into the hairpin though. That's allowed Jambu through. Unless she was given plenty of space, knowing that Jambu's on the quicker tyre. Chrissy Raz then up down into 7th. Silver Carter's been in the pits. He's out on a fresh set of racing softs. So he's got a couple of laps to try and get back past Chrissy. He was in 7th himself. Chrissy was in 8th. Pit stop, those positions are swapped. And Dangleball's still 9th. Again, a little bit of a race of his own at the minute. 10 seconds either side of him. Philo, yeah, picked up a penalty. He's sticking with it though. He's 12 seconds back from Dangleballs. Definitely looks like he's going to finish this race. Good to see. He's just got 2 wheels on the grass and there as well. He's exploring those track limits, is TNR Philo. It's not benefiting him at the minute. So up front, Potomac Pot now 10-second lead over Chromedix. Just started lap 15. So the penultimate lap of the season for Potomac Pot. Chromedix coming through there, 9.7 seconds back. So Potter looking extremely comfortable for the win then. It will take a bit of an accident or some off-track action. And a bad one as well for Chromedix to make any kind of headway into Potter's lead at the minute. Purcell in 3rd then. He's managed to fend off MRC Bobby, pulled a little bit of time over him as well, so possibly the wear on Bobby's tyres just starting to come into effect. Purcell out on that. 1 lap old, maybe 2 laps old. Racing softs, so nothing on those compared to Bobby's. Oh, Bob getting it wrong through that awkward turn. Straight Bob. So he's lost the fight with Purcell now. 4.7 seconds. He was lucky he had a lot of time to play with behind him. Jambu was 17.5 seconds back. It's a gap going to come down though as they come through these timing sections. Bob not able to carry as much speed through that turn then with the off-track action. That's allowed Jambu to close the gap 3 seconds up there, down to 13 now. 13.5 seconds. So Jambu slowly closing in on his fresher set of tyres as well. Bobby might come under pressure. Oh no, not 13 seconds. I don't think Jambu's going to make up that much. Silver Carter, Chrissy Raz though, battling it out. Chrissy Raz going defensive. She's having to do everything she can on those worn out tyres. It's the same car as well. Silver Carter on the fresher set of racing softs. Got a little bit of aero damage for Silver. He's had to back off and hold on to that 7th at the minute. Can Chrissy Raz hold on to 6th? He's got one more lap to do it. RV Motorsport, he's going to have to come in the pits. His strategy is going to be 1 lap out, I think. Oh, and he's got 2 wheels on the grass. He's spun that Mercedes round and into the wall. He's picked up some rear end damage. He was coming in the pits anyway, but that has not helped out his race at all. So he's struggling there just to try and keep it in a straight line. So into the pits for RV Motorsport this lap then. Ultimate lap. Allow TNR Philo to come through and actually make up a position as he comes around the final turn then. He's got plenty of fuel on board. So he comes through to take that 9th position then for Philo. Oh, does he? Apologies. RV Motorsport's got back out of the pits before him, so what's RV Motorsport? He's done a lot. Tyres, bit of fuel, and had his damage repaired. He's got out in front of TNR Philo. He's got a 2nd over in. Can Philo close up? I doubt it with those tyres. He's got plenty of fuel to give it a go, but unfortunately, those tyres aren't going to help him. In the meantime, Potter McPot then comes around these last couple of turns. He's had a good race 1. Managed to get out of front from the beginning. Break across the line to finish for Potter McPot, and again into the wall. Cheers, Potter. 14-second lead over Chromedix as well, so pulling more time at the end of that race. Looks like he's going to hold on to that lap record as well, fastest lap. Chromedix coming home in 2nd then. Perzel coming around that final turn, he's going to come home in 3rd. Bobby losing all sorts of time, 0.1 seconds. Come home in 4th though, so good results for Bob tonight. Jambu's going to come home in 5th. Chrissy Raz has managed to fend off the attack. She's going to come home in 6th. Happy handbrake for Chrissy. Danny Ball's 7th. And Silver Carter in 8th. Silver Carter smashing it into the wall then somewhere, and Dagley Ball's able to get past him, making up a couple of positions at the end of that race as well, up into 7th. Silver Carter 8th, RV Motorsports holding on to that 9th position, even though we saw him spin off into the wall. TNR Philo giving it a driftathon, bringing home last position, 10th place for Philo. So let me just chuck a chat up on the chat. Let's see if we can get the finalised points. So if someone quickly works the points out, I'll let you know where everyone's turned up if they give me all the points. I'll get 1st, 2nd and 3rd, see what happens. Bobby's on it already. Potter McPot obviously winning the championship there to a good race in race 2, taking the win. Not so good in race 1. Coming home in 10th. So, I've got the top 3. Potter McPot coming home in top spot. Jambu coming in 2nd in the championship, and Pav 46 coming in 3rd. So you should see Nev and Potter McPot, sorry, and Jambu in the Race of Winners event. I don't know who's taken the win in the Pro-Ams. some good racing there as well. A little bit of chaos off the start, but yeah, poor Pav, man. I know Pav. I've met Pav. He'll be upset with himself. He won't have wanted that at all, because Pav likes some damn good racing. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I didn't think you were doing bad, Chrissy. That wasn't me defending from Silver Carter. That was me attacking and retaking the position. Fair play to you. Yeah, 6th place, not bad, and no problem. Yeah, no problem. It has been a pleasure. It's been a good giggle. Sending me abusive messages via YouTube. So Bob looks like he managed to get away with any trouble off that start line. I think he picked up some aero damage, but didn't get any engine damage. So he was lucky. Everyone else saying, how did he get away with it? No problem, people. This is just a quick thank you from RV Motorsport. No problem. Jambu, no problem. Philo, no problem. Potomac Pot, no problem. Chrome Dix, no problem. Silver Cart, no problem. So yeah, great championship. We've got a few more weeks until the restart of the season. Someone did tell me 3rd of August. 3rd of August. I want to say 3rd of August. I could be lying. I need a whiteboard, is what I need. Or something. Secretary. Tell me what's going on. So that was the finals of Next Gen Racing's Team versus Team GR3 event. So we had SimFX, we had Next Gen Racing, we had Mature Racing Club, and we had CRT, or the Charlatan Race Team, all joining us this season. Hopefully, I think the CRT boys have loved it. Obviously, we saw SimFX, MRC, and Next Gen last season. No P1 boys this season, unfortunately. So the CRT boys have taken up the mantle. I think they've really enjoyed it, so we should be seeing 1 or 2 more of those next season. Bob, no problem. I really do appreciate the livery, mate. It looked awesome. Even though it was white with black lettering, it just, yeah, made my day, that did, mate. Thank you very much. Send stickers. Don't you start again, Chrissy. Right? When I hit 500 subs, I'll look at getting some actual proper decent stickers made. Alright? Maybe a t-shirt. In dark blue, right? Saying tell your mates, tell your mum. What's going on here? That's just a picture of the Pro-Am lobby chat. It's not very good quality and I can't bloody read it, so what's the point? Yes, so final race of the season. I'm waffling on. Yeah, 3rd of August I think is when the season starts again for Next Gen. Don't hold me to that because I could just be lying to you. Tomorrow night I'm back at 9 o'clock for round 9. I believe it's round 9 of P1's GR2 event. So that's their Thursday league, that's 9 o'clock. So usually because some good racing in that one as well. And then the new N300 league is starting Sunday night. That's P1 boys as well. So that's the old Sylvias, Subarus, that sort of thing. Thrashing around the track. So that's Sunday night, 9 o'clock. Minis is finished now. Nothing next Wednesday because this is finished now. Or apart from, I might have an Enduro to do on Wednesday next week. So keep your ear to the ground for that. I've not had a lot of details on it. I was asked if I'm available. I said yes, and that's as much as I know. But it could be a 2-hour race, that one. Potomac Pot deciding to put Spa on for some reason. Fair enough. So yeah, that's what's coming up. Tomorrow night for the GR2s with P1 boys. Sunday night for the N300s with the P1 boys. Wednesday for the Enduro, if it's happening. Still waiting on data and details. And then race of winners on the 22nd. To come and check that out. That will, you'll see a few of the drivers from the minis, a few of the drivers from these leagues, the next year, the team versus team. And I don't know who else has won the other leagues, but I'm sure you'll find out on the night. So that will be a sort of 3 to 4 hour event. It will be 5 or 6 races with sort of a 5 or 10 minute quali prior to it, just to give the guys a bit of a practice on it. I don't know whether they're going to do quali for the first sort of race of the night and then it's just reverse grid from the rest. I don't know. Again, not a lot of details on it. But I think they might have like a little quali before each session. So there's about 5 or 6 races. Obviously, depending on how many different leagues there are. And it'll be different cars, different tracks, random selection of setups. I'm not sure who does all the choosing. It's not me. So that's always a good night. I think that's myself and CJW. So come and check us out. That's on the 22nd of July. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you do like what you've watched. End of the season for Next Gen. We'll see you lot in about 4 weeks' time. Unless you're back tomorrow night or Sunday night or Wednesday night next week or the 22nd. Those nights. Unless I see you then. So yeah, that's it. Stream over. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's darksmoka. Pow! I'm out of here.